Hey there all craft beer lovers, very much welcome to another beer review. Tonight guys, the trip goes to Scotland, back at it again for a little bit of a return visit at, there we go, Traquair House Brewery. There we go, and we are taking a look at their Lord Nithsdale, a vintage ale from Traquair. So there you go, guys. It is a 8.5% alcohol by volume vintage ale in a 330ml bottle. And there is Lord Nithsdale himself. There we go. So there's a kind of a very nice tidbit of information there on here. I think it's kind of worth reading. So Lord Nithsdale took part in the 1715 Jacobite rebellion and was captured and imprisoned in the Tower of London. Following the daring rescue by his wife Winifred, he became one of a handful of prisoners ever to escape from the tower. Brewed in the 300-year-old brewery at Traquair, Scotland's oldest inhabited house, these rare traditional Scottish ales are fermented in oak and can be enjoyed up to 10 years. There you go. So Lord Nithsdale himself, I think his name was William Maxwell, the 5th Earl of Nithsdale. Black bottle cap, 330ml, 8.5%. Let's give it a spin, see what we get. There we go, good deal of smoke on that bottle opening. So I have reviewed a couple of beers from these guys before. I think the latest one I did, and it's got to be almost like a couple of years ago, it was the Jacobite ale. And I have also reviewed, I think, a barley wine from these guys as well. So they seem to do a little bit more alcohol, stronger beers, old vintage ales and such, old style ales. Okay. And that's fine by me. There we go, guys. Look at that. What do we have? Pinky's worth of a nice kind of lightly brown or off-white colored head. Small bubbles on top. Good deal of carbonation. So you got a little bit of light bleeding through, of course, there. So, but it's very dark. Certainly a very dark beer. A little bit of reddish notes to it, color-wise. You can hear the carbonation. Onto the nose. Oh. So it's a big malty note, chocolate, caramel. Oh yeah, kind of hint of marzipan, hint of a little bit of a spiciness to it. Yeah, so I mean those are the dominating aromas there. Chocolate, malts, caramel. A little bit of spice, maybe a little bit of marzipan on the nose. Smells nice, smells lovely. So with that said, guys, let's dive in and see what we get. Lord Nithsdale. Cheers all. Oh. What a lovely beer. What a lovely, well-made, complex beer. More complex than I gave it credit for. Interesting. Very interesting. It's just a plethora of flavors coming at you when you're tasting it. Coffee, chocolate, caramel, fudge, red wine. Little bit of dryness to it, a little bit of from that barrel aging, that kind of oak barrel aging. Again, it is very interesting, very well made, very complex. Very well made. A little bit of dark fruits initially as well. Red wine, coffee, caramel, chocolate. Oh yeah. A little bit of oak. For me, that's a really, really nice beer. Now, to be honest there, guys, if I'm going to be critical, and of course as a beer reviewer, I have to be a little bit critical, right? The only downside for this is the body of the beer. It's a little bit thin, to be honest, guys. It's a little bit not watery, but a little bit on the thinner side of things, unfortunately. A little bit more of a viscous feel to this one would have certainly made the beer even more powerful. But as it stands, as it is, it's a really, really nice old vintage ale, Scottish vintage ale, good strength, 8.5%. Guys, Traquair House Brewery, Lord Nithsdale vintage ale. For me, guys, I'm going a little bit of a thin body, but that's the only downside. But the flavors are complex and they make up for it. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5. Thank you for watching.